You know what I'm saying? You good, man?
You said my traps?
So your child's loose enough, your neck good, you good, bro? You loose?
Yeah, I'm a little loose, man. I had to work out, get in the gym. I played ball yesterday. I did decent.
You killing that mid range?
Low key.
That just mean you can't get the ball really.
Nah, cause see what I am, I'm a Draymond Green, man. I dish the ball out, I get rebounds, I play defense, I'm a hustler.
Bro, Draymond Green get buckets, bro. What you talking about?
Of course he gets buckets, but what is he known for?
I mean, I know him for that damn 5 3-pointers in a game. What was it, like a couple years ago?
Any NBA player could hit 5 3-pointers in a game.
Bruh. What?
Yo,
what you telling me?
These are the best of the best, bro.
Okay, I get that, but let's not act like all NBA players can shoot threes.
Listen, bro.
You gonna tell me that seriously?
I'm gonna say it right now on record. Every NBA player can shoot a three.
So because Brook Lopez come out the cut shooting threes now, every fucking body can shoot threes. Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Yo, that's my guy. That's my guy, man. He used to play for the Nets.
Every center can shoot threes now.
Nah, pretty much, man. The league is changing. The league is transforming.
And yeah, because I mean, you have to up the ante when, you know what I'm saying, niggas been playing since they were fucking 3-4 years old.
Yeah. Literally playing basketball every day.
Yeah, and then the AAU shit, like, you know what I'm saying, these niggas is playing all-star games every fucking game, you know what I'm saying, from grade school. So, you get to the NBA, it's, that's why the whole Jordan James comparison, like, it's just crazy to me. Like, yeah, Jordan was the best in his era, but,
Yo,
but anyway, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, that's facts, bro. I was about to go into it.
Yeah, that's another conversation. But before we get to the shits, guess who I seen today in Bed Bath?
You seen Rasheed Wallace?
Nah, that's when I was in Durham.
Okay, who you seen?
That nigga ain't coming to Charlotte. Well, it was All-Star Weekend, but nah.
Who you seen?
It was Fantasia.
Really?
Yeah, cause she from not she ain't from Charlotte, but she's from North Carolina, and she actually lived in the area because the manager actually said she come in often, and but yeah, so I seen like, cause I was up at the register area, so I seen like her walk in, but obviously, like, I didn't know who it was because I just seen like the side face, kind of the back. So I'm not really thinking nothing of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just see a thick chick walk in. So she walked in, she went to the side with the kitchen shit. So then she come back up, and then she went to the customer service desk or whatnot. So then I'm looking at her. I'm like at first glance, I'm like, okay, she just a good looking chick, but just regular looking. But then I looked at her some more, and I'm like, hold on, this might be Fantasia. She ain't got no makeup on, so you can't really like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she could just be a look like her.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at her, and she probably could tell that she's how you sense somebody looking at the side of your face,
right?
Like, she probably could have sensed that, but I wasn't trying to make it obvious, like, you know what I'm saying, but I was looking though. And so then the lady, she was trying to convince her to like sign up for some kind of fucking membership or something, and then was asking like, does she come shop in there often? And then Fantasia was like, was like, yeah, but when I'm not, traveling or whatever. So when she walked by, I was like, cause I was talking to this chick that was beside me. I was like, I'm gonna ask her if that Fantasia. But this chick, she like 21, so that's before her time. She don't even know who Fantasia is.
Right.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna ask her. So I'm a little nervous to do it because I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be like, come off as that person, you know what I'm saying? But So I just went. So when she walked by, I was like, you have anybody told you look like Fantasia? And she had a grin, and then she was like, yeah, a lot of people say I do, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like like she wasn't saying like in a snarky way, like she was like real humble about it.
Right.
And then she, was like, you have a nice day and all that. Super nice, super nice. And then, you know what I'm saying? But, man, that body, man.
Yo, listen, bro.
34, 35? Oh, my goodness.
That's how old she is?
Yeah. She's 34, about to turn 35, I believe, in June. I looked it up.
Listen, bro. I was waiting for you to say you got a picture taken with her.
Bro, but look, see, that's the thing, though. I didn't know 100% sure. But then come to find out, this is the kicker, though. Come to find out, because the lady that was taking her, bringing her out or whatnot, she seen Fantasia on her sweater or whatever. I didn't see that, so she seen it, but she don't know who Fantasia is. But she an older white lady. She was in that era, but she don't listen to R&B, gospel and shit like that.
Yeah, she listen to country probably.
So yeah, so she said when she seen it, she thought she was talking about it was the movie, because there's a movie out, Fantasia.
Yeah, I heard about that movie.
So she thought it was that. So when I was talking to the chick, I was like, yeah, that's definitely her, because the way she answered me, and then that's when I asked the lady, I was like, you know who Fantasia is? And then she was like, no, I don't know who Fantasia. I seen it on a shirt, but I thought it was the movie. And I was like, and then that's when I was like, oh shit, that was her. I was like, damn. But it's like, I didn't want to do that though. Even if I knew that was her, I didn't want to do that though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, You don't want to make a scene. Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
I'm like, I mean, there wasn't nobody in there, so it would have been a good time to do it. But it's like, I don't want to gas nobody more. You know what I'm saying? I want to be cool.
You trying to? Okay, that was a natural interaction. You wanted a natural interaction. I feel what you're saying.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then it's like I don't want to like. How it's like people that you kind of not necessarily idolize, but you kind of like they cool people, but you don't know them like that. It's like I don't want to meet them and then they turn out to be like assholes or something too. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you got to be ready for that though, man.
You said what?
You got to be ready for that though.
No, I'm saying yeah, but it's like you still want to. Like I said, go about it the natural way. Like, you don't want to, like, come off as a fan or some shit like that or weird. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Because you was trying to bag. That's what you was trying to do.
The girl was like, man, you should have got a photo, picture with her, autograph. I was like, man, I would have fucking got the number if anything. I feel that. But shit, man. But then look it up. She married, 2 kids. But I mean, shit. In that moment, I didn't know that. Shit, I would have, but
she probably was at All-Star Weekend, man.
Probably, but I mean, she lived like in the area in that area though, so there's a regular appearance anyway. So
I feel that, man. I may have to come down to North Carolina and see if I could bump into her at Bed Bath.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, I'll probably just once a week try to go in there, see what I can do.
Oh, man, if we would have struck up a conversation though, I would have tried to get some digits.
I feel
Dang, man, she thicker than cornbread on Sunday morning. God Almighty.
She thicker than the Snicker boy.
Yeah, bro. Even the girl, she's straight. She engaged and shit. And she was like, yeah, she got a nice body and all that. And she ain't have no makeup on. Still look good, man. Actually, she look better without the makeup on.
I mean, most women do. Most women do, man.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know.
Hey, we not gonna do that, man.
I don't know. I can't say all that, but she definitely look good. She definitely look better without the makeup. She was fine as hell.
Yeah, man, I already knew that. I had a crush on her since American Idol. So
I forgot she had all that cake, to be honest with you.
That's wild, bro. You never forget that cake.
I mean, no, that's why when I seen the face and put it all together, I was like, yeah, that's Fantasia.
Facts.
I didn't forget it, but it's like Like she got thicker or something. Like
she was like
something.
She's like 5'5" or something, like 5'6".
She actually pretty tall. She probably like about 5'8", 5'9".
No way, she's my height, bro.
Yo, she pretty tall, and she was wearing leggings too.
Goodness gracious,
bruh, that's
goodness gracious. Bro, was it one of those? Was it the regular black joints, or was it one of those, like, you know, those colorful design looking tight ass?
No, it was regular. It was regular. She was dressed just regular, like dressed down, like just had on a regular, like she had like, you know, like those auntie purses. Like she had one of those auntie purses.
Okay, she had the auntie purse.
Like she was just regular, but it just kind of was crazy to me that she was walking around with her name on her fucking sweater.
Yeah, that is amazing.
You know what I'm saying?
That is amazing.
Like usually they, you know, they try to be incognito and shit, like try to truly hide it and shit. But hey,
yo, she's from High Point. I know. Yeah. I have a friend from High Point.
Oh really?
Yeah, man.
So shit, yeah, that's about Greensboro.
Word. See, I mean, I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, it's like 30. It's like, I don't know how far away it is from Greensboro, but I know it's that area code.
What's your area code?
704.
Yeah, that's that bum ass area code. Nah, let me stop.
Yeah.
Nah, but man, yo, let's start it up, G.
Oh yeah, let's get it started.
Let's start it up, G. I'm Kai Smoove. That's Petty G. And you are now listening to the Burg Bros podcast.
Potatoes, tomatoes, beans, greens, potatoes, chicken, turkey, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkey. You made it! You made it! You made it! You made it!
Yo, there's so much shit going on right now, man. Especially in the sports world, there's so much shit, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, you want me to start it off, or do you want to start it off?
Well, I wanna start out. I wanna kind of end this whole Zion Williams, LeBron James comparison. I got some stats for your ass.
Okay.
You ready?
All right. So what you're saying is Zion Williamson does not compare to LeBron James.
He does not compare to LeBron James, but that's not to say he can't be an all-star. That's not to say he can't still go to the Hall of Fame, NBA Hall of Fame. It's not to say he can't get championships, but that nigga ain't LeBron. You feel me? That's why, you remember in the group text earlier, I said Blake Griffin Jr.?
Yeah.
I will compare him more to Blake Griffin, but I would say he'll be a more successful Blake Griffin. So that's not a slight at him. I would say he'll be a more successful. He's more well-rounded.
For me, yo, that's a slight. Look at Blake Griffin's career, man.
But listen to what I said. A more well-rounded Blake Griffin, because all Blake Griffin can do is dunk and get rebounds. This guy, he can at least play defense. He gets steals. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. He did develop a short range shot. He did do that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like he get buckets, but yeah, I got some stats for you. I did a lot of research on this shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So what I compared, so the stats I extracted, if you will, I extracted his Zion's this season, like so far, because you know they play tonight at 9 against my beloved UNC Chapel Hills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the corny team. I feel that.
Fuck you. Anyways, and then I compared it to LeBron James NBA rookie season. Why I did that, you asked? Because they both the same age, and for most of their, the seasons that, the start after post high school seasons, I'll say that.
You're right.
LeBron obviously didn't go to college, so that's the only way I can kind of really gauge it. So
okay.
So that's why I picked LeBron's rookie season, because that would have been technically his freshman year of college if he went. So as we know, Zion, he's 6'7", 285, pretty kind of Charles Barkley-esque,
right.
if you will, a little taller, but same about girth. You know what I'm saying? Pause.
Gotta pause.
Had to get the pause in there. So thus far, he's averaging 22 points a game, which is 19th in the nation. Total rebounds, 9.3, 36 in the nation. Total assists, 2.3, which is okay. Steals, this is his eye opener. Steals, he got 2.3, which is actually really good for his position.
Mm-hmm.
But it's 27th in the nation. Because you got to think he's going against, that stat is more of a small man's game, like a point guard, shooting guard.
Mm-hmm.
But for a big man to be getting up many steals, that's impressive. So yes, I give him that. Blocks, 2.04 a game, or average, 37th nationwide. But free throws, this is the kicker. Free throws is 67%, which is not good. We both agree.
Right.
Okay. So then, like I brought to your attention a couple of days ago, his double doubles, he has 9. Guess where that ranks him nationwide?
Where?
37.
So he's 37?
Yeah. 30. When it comes to double doubles, he is ranked 37th in the nation. He's tied with the guy that I was telling you about that plays at NC Central, the center at NC Central.
Mm-hmm.
Is Rasheen something? Yeah. So he does a lot of highlight reel stuff, but when it comes to the double category, it ain't really transferring as much. But like I said, his stats overall is impressive. That's not to take away from his stats. It's impressive. And then I also factored in the birthdays. So his birthday, July 6, 2000, which makes him currently 18. So the first game of the year, which was August 15th, 2018, he was 18. Last game, he's 8, which would be sometime in March, he'd be 18. So just keep that in mind. Okay, now we're going to LeBron.
Right, let's get to LeBron.
Okay, so his rookie year, he averaged 20.9 points a game. Rookie year. Total rebounds, averaged 5.5, which is good. Assists, 5.9, which is good. Especially for the bum-ass team he had. Yeah, what, Carlos Boozer and Agauskas? Come on now. Fuck out of here. The fuck is that?
Who was his point guard?
Point guard was hold on. What was his point guard?
It'd be
Bo Williams wasn't there at the time.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Hold on. I can put it up right here. He
didn't have a point guard. He didn't have a center. He didn't have a power forward.
You remember Ricky Davis?
Ricky Davis. Wow.
He was a shooting guard.
So he was there on that team?
He was straight at first. But, yeah, he was on that team, that 2014.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, I'm pulling up the fucking computer going slow. But yeah, so...
You got your 1999 laptop, man.
Yeah, that shit bogus. So the steals, he had 1.6 steals. Damn, it's fucking... Okay, blocks, he had 0.7. I mean, that's good for, like a non-traditional big man. I mean, because, the average center is going to get about 1.5 blocks. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty good. Then the free throws was 75%, which is good. Double-doubles. Guess how many double-doubles he had that year?
I'm going to go with, go ahead.
13.
13.
Now, granted, Williamson, he still got some games left, so he can still up that, 9. But I think the main thing with that is that he's 37. LeBron being 18-year-old playing amongst grown-ass men, got 13 double-doubles. And mind you, it wasn't just like points and assists. It was points and rebounds some games, points and assists. You know what I'm saying? He kind of mixed it up in there. It wasn't just just let's dish it off. You know what I'm saying? That just shows how versatile LeBron is. Hold on, let me see. Damn, you remember Kevin Ollie?
No, I do not.
That was the point guard. I don't remember if that was the backup. And Jeff McInnes.
Oh yeah.
And Martine Cleaves.
These are nobodies.
Oh yeah, I remember him. He played Michigan State.
These are WNBA stars.
Yeah, that nigga was trash. But back to LeBron. So then the birthday. So to begin that. Okay, so his birthday is December 30th, 1984. His first NBA game was October 29th, 2003, and he was 17 years old, which means he had already played a couple months before even turning 18. He was a 17-year-old playing grown-ass men.
Wait, he was 17?
Yeah, because like I said, his birthday is December 30th. First NBA game was October 29th. So he played pretty much two whole months as a 17-year-old before he even turned 18.
Okay.
And then he ended and then the last game was April 14th, 2004. You know, he was already 18, but he played 2 months at the age of 17, straight out of high school. So just put it in perspective. And then I also listed, the supporting cast, and we already discussed LeBron's supporting cast. But then now we're talking about Zion's supporting cast. Yeah, RJ Barrett.
Yeah, RJ Barrett.
Barrett. His high school class rank was number 1. To Zion, mind you, all these niggas I'm about to list is all in the same class. They all freshmen, including Zion. Zion was number 4 in the high school rank. So RJ was the first. Zion 4th. And actually, RJ actually got better stats than Zion. Cam Reddish, he's also a forward. His rank is number 2.
Ooh.
His class rank was number 2. Which is
Yo,
ahead of Zion.
I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Them ranks have nothing to do with nothing.
I'm just saying. I'm just talking about in terms of supporting class. I'm not saying it's not saying that Zion is a bum ass nigga. I'm saying that this supporting class that he have, these ain't no bums.
Oh yeah.
To what LeBron had to work with in the NBA.
So this is what I'm about to do, G. I'm about to combat your argument with my points, but continue. I'm gonna let you continue.
I mean, I was pretty much done. Then Trey Jones, point guard, he was ranked 13. I mean, that was pretty much it.
All right, so look,
and he I think he like 20 something ranked and assists too. So yeah, okay, now I'm done. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. So you actually brought up a point that actually helps my argument. My argument is the fact that Zion Williamson will achieve great accolades either equal to or more than LeBron James. Okay? So here's my point here. So you just named RJ Barrett, Cam Reddish, Trey Jones, all them people, right? Now,
yeah.
LeBron's first rookie season in the NBA, he didn't have anyone to really do anything with the ball. Like, who was the second leading scorer other than LeBron? LeBron had yeah, go ahead.
Carlos Boozer.
Yeah, Carlos Boozer.
Second.
Now, LeBron James literally had all the space in the world for him to get all those stats. But Zion doesn't have that space. He shares the ball with R.J. Barrett, which is a top 2 pick in the NBA draft.
Okay.
Cam Reddish is also, I would say he's a top 5 pick. So he's playing with other stars and he's still getting them stats, boy. So that's the first point I want to make. So imagine if you went to the Knicks. Yo, what would his stats be? What would his stats be if he went to the Knicks, G? It would only rise up.
Okay, so I mean, it depends on who is still there, because they got rid of the unicorn, right?
Yes, they did.
So I mean, who is he going to be playing with exactly? I mean, he probably have a worse team than LeBron did.
Maybe. So that's why I'm saying he can have a legacy like LeBron, because he's playing right at this moment. He's playing with 2 other, maybe 3 all-stars that could be great NBA players in the league.
I mean, I get what you're saying as far as stats is concerned. I guess I was talking about in terms of having an impact on a team. And it's like, I mean, obviously that would have, he had to actually play on an NBA team to see it. But if we're projecting, which is really all of this is, that's all stats from the past is. It's just, help you project the future. Like, niggas ain't God. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, from what I've gathered, his stats closer related to a Blake Griffin, because Blake Griffin pretty much played the same way when he was at Oklahoma. Like, he was literally the highlight reel. He had the rebounds. He had assists. He didn't have the steals or the blocks, which is why I said Zion is a more well-rounded Blake Griffin. He's a better Blake Griffin. That's why I said it wasn't a slight to compare them. But I'm saying as far as their gameplay is concerned, I will compare him more to a Blake Griffin than I will LeBron. LeBron is more compared to Magic Johnson if you talk about in terms of playing style. He's more of an assist man, but then can get you, buckets or whatever. I would say Zion is more gameplay is more related to a Blake Griffin, but he's just better, more well-rounded.
So you're saying Zion's NBA career would most likely pan out to be more towards maybe Scottie Pippen or I don't know, Klay Thompson? Like, he wouldn't be like, how LeBron is the face of the NBA, and how Michael Jordan was the face of the NBA. So you're telling me that Zion will never be the face like Michael Jordan and LeBron James?
No. I don't think he'll be the face, but I do think he would be like kind of a James Harden, Russell Westbrook. Like, he'll be a superstar.
Okay.
He'll get MVPs or MVP, however many, whatever. He get All-Stars, but you know what I'm saying. But he's not. I don't think he'll be the. Cause I mean, you gotta think about it. Like, we're talking about like 1% of the 1%. Like, we're talking about the top niggas on the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't. You know what I'm saying. Notice we only toss around Jordan, James, and then occasionally a Kobe Bryant. Like, these are just 3 guys out of the millions of dudes who done played in the NBA, millions of dudes who ever played basketball, period. So it ain't a slight to say he ain't on LeBron James level.
Mm-hmm.
It's just to say that, he can still be a Hall of Famer. He can still be a big impact to a team, get championships, get MVPs, have, you know what I'm saying, the whole 9. But, there's only one spot. Now, who would take that spot? That's only time can tell. But it's like, I done seen too many stories like this where we say they're the next. But I think we were spoiled from the fact that when everybody was saying that about LeBron, he actually became the next.
So look, now let me bring up my second point. So I'm gonna bring up the GOAT. I'm gonna bring up Michael Jordan. His freshman year, 83-84. Guess how many points he averaged?
How many points he averaged?
Yes.
Probably not good. Probably like 15.
Nah, you got to give him more credit than that. 19.6 points. So that's less than my guy Zion Williamson.
Let me interject.
Mm-hmm.
That's the reason why I didn't include him into these stats, because Jordan played in a whole nother era, and I'm only comparing because back in those days it was, not too many dudes did the whole one and done. Not too many dudes went straight to the NBA. Like, I think that the only person at that time was Moses Malone, and I don't know if that was like the year before. I think it was like 82 or something like that. Like when he was like the first one to do it. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't really common practice back then. Like, usually dudes kind of like the college football, the NFL. Like, you stay in college for 3-4 years and then you go off to the league.
But yeah,
so, like, it wasn't really.
But they.
So
Go ahead.
But yeah, I went, and then also too, Jordan played on a more like team, the true team, like the coach at that time, he really was like such a team oriented like coach. Like, he didn't have any superstar type players like you see today. I mean, that's how Duke is to a point, but now Duke has kind of turned into like a Kentucky in a sense with the one and dones. Usually programs like Duke, North Carolina, those, usually be like guys that's there for at least 2-3 years.
But look, here's the point though. Zion is averaging more points and more assists than Michael Jordan in their freshman years of college. And also, they bring it back. They bring that whole college. You have to at least go to college for 1 year. Like, there's no high school. There ain't no high school players coming out and going to the NBA these days. So all of that, that's out the window.
That's why I said one and done too.
Yeah. So due to that point, Michael Jordan came from college and won 6 rings in the NBA. Why can't Zion do the same thing?
I ain't saying he can't. I'm saying that personally, I don't think that he will, because one, I mean, we all know the Jordan story. Like, we already knew that. Like, hell, he wasn't even the number one pick coming out of college. Even throughout the 3 years he was there, he wasn't even the top guy. Like, he had 2 other guys ahead of him in the draft. So it was like, we already know that story. Like, once he got to the NBA, then, he didn't have Phil Jackson when he first got there.
G, I made a bad mistake. This is actually, okay. Michael Jordan's first year was 81-82, and he averaged 13.5 points. So that's even worse than what I tried to give Michael Jordan. So,
well, that's why I said 15. That's what I'm saying. Like he didn't really like get in his bag until he hit the NBA really.
So
then
boom.
That's when that nigga.
So boom. What does that say? Zion is ready. He's ready.
But Zion, but if we're looking at playing styles, it's 2 different playing styles. He's a 6'7" version of Blake Griffin. He's not a 6'7" version of Jordan.
That don't mean nothing.
Jordan gameplay allowed him to really, and honestly, because it's a points, like when it comes to MVP, what really matters in that when the main stat for MVP is points you put up. So Jordan was able to accumulate a lot of points because of his gameplay, because he's a shooting guard. He's the guy that supposed to shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? But in Zion's case, yeah, he do the the crazy dunks and shit, but his gameplay is more so on a defensive end. His gameplay is more so on getting the boards. You know what I'm saying? So he's affecting the game in a whole nother way, a way that
and that's fine.
Period was, yeah, that's fine. But that's what I'm saying. Like he would affect he wouldn't be. But that's what I'm saying. Like, when you're thinking about like the top guys, like the top, the best of the best, Like you have to be like the scorer and great in other areas too. I feel like Zion is not going to be a great scorer. I feel like he's going to be more of a great rebounder, great defensive player.
So he's going to be like a Draymond legacy.
More like I would say like a Ben Wallace.
Come on now.
No, but I'm saying like I'm saying like he gonna contribute more to the offensive of side of things. But that's not a slight though. Y'all like niggas be sleeping on some of these dudes. Like,
nah, you're right though. You're right though.
He was a 4-time defensive player of the year.
Yeah. But
So
I just feel like 10 years from now, I'm gonna predict it right now. 10 years from now, we're gonna compare Zion Williamson to LeBron James, just like LeBron James is compared to Michael Jordan.
I don't like, but that's what I'm saying. Like LeBron only got that comparison to Jordan because his game style, his gameplay wasn't exactly similar, but it was close enough. But to where Zion, I don't even think it's a fair comparison. Not as saying talent wise. It's just I'm looking at it from purely gameplay wise. Like it's not. That's like if we equate that to the football. Like that's like saying a tight end, comparing a tight end to a quarterback. Like that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying like that's why I said like he can go on to have this great career, but to be that top tier guy, you know what I'm saying? I can't say that.
So how about this?
Like,
how about I say his legacy will be closer to Tim Duncan's?
That's fair.
Okay, I can go with that. That man got 5 rings.
What I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. Like every guy named ain't no scrub. You know what I'm saying? Like even Blake Griffin, even though he's still active and he's not really doing shit now, we forget about a few years ago when he was that guy.
I mean, one scrub is Derek Fisher. You know.
Oh my god. We know this. Yes, I agree. I thought the nigga was better than the stat show.
Yo.
I'm sorry that I was a kid that loved the Lakers because of Shaq and thought because Fisher was a clutch player that nigga averaged more than 3 assists a fucking game. Like
you thought this guy was an all-time great.
I didn't say all that, but I thought he was a top 5 point guard.
Yeah, let me just stop.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah. That's a whole nother conversation. At the end of the day, Zion, I mean, at least we can agree that he may have a Tim Duncan legacy. So I can go with that.
That's all I've been saying. He can have a Hall of Fame career. He can get the championship, the MVPs.
But look though,
just saying,
you in the beginning, you said Blake Griffin.
But
that is disrespectful.
Okay, hear me out. Okay, when I say Blake Griffin, I said I'm talking from purely a gameplay point of view. I'm not saying that's how his career is going to go. I'm saying that's how his gameplay is. You know, that's the only thing I could think of at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't, you know, I'm you know what I'm saying, like in my late teens, early 20s, whatever, when Blake Griffin got popping. I wasn't around when, you know, the legendary big men was around, like in the 90s or the early 2000s. So that automatically comes to mind. You know what I'm saying? There's probably plenty of better, you know, guys to choose from, but that's the first person to come to mind because like I said, we forget that a few years ago, Blake Griffin was this very same guy. Had the electrifying dunks, he got the hella rebounds. You know what I'm saying? He was a big deal. Like he was one of the most popular basketball players, like in 2012, in that era. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
very true.
We're you know what I'm saying? So it's like, so it's easy to look at it now as a slight because he ain't doing shit. But I'll make that comparison because I was a freshman in college, you know, or whatever, when he was really popping. So it's like it's not a slight. But
I got you.
That's why I say that his career is gonna be. That's why I say he's a better version of Blake Griffin because he's more well-rounded, and I see him doing bigger things. And he's a Carolina Carolina native. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always gonna root for him. I just hate that we compare him to LeBron. That's all.
Word. What position would you put him at? Power forward?
That's the thing. I think he would do good at small forward. Honestly.
You see, that's what I said, right? Like he's young and he can still, develop that small forward gameplay. You don't have to play power forward. These analysts is trying to put him at power forward / center, and I'm like, no.
Hell no. Just because his weight.
Yeah, I mean, not only his weight, but his gameplay. Like he literally gets every rebound. He can snag rebounds like crazy.
Which goes to my point.
And he plays down low, so they're trying to put him at a power forward center, and I'm like, nah.
But I think but if they actually looked at how many steals he get, he'll be better suited for small
way
forward,
better.
He can play against a 3 or maybe even a 2 if he can get his footwork right.
Way better 3, in my opinion.
Yeah, way better 3. But if he would like really like lock down on his defense and like really like work at it, like he could get quick enough, and he shed some pounds too.
Yo,
he could guard it too as well.
Yo, every time, what is in his Wheaties? What is he eating?
I don't know. Honestly, this is my guess. I'm thinking that what we seeing is just baby fat, and as we know, fat weighs less than muscle. So I think that under that baby fat, like he has muscle. You know how like gorillas under that fur, they got like hella rip. Like I feel like if he was a shred like that fat, he just had lean muscle, like he'd be diesel as fuck.
Oh yeah.
But got that baby fat covering, it's just hiding it. So it's like, but he just got super powerful legs, and like that's where his leaping ability is coming from. But the baby fat just kind of make him look like he's just like like just that big guy that just dribbles a lot and shoot. But he's actually athletic.
They say that his weight would be an issue, but I'm not worried about that because I remember I wasn't born yet, but I know about Charles Barkley. Like he had to lose weight to play at a good, efficient way in the NBA, and he did it. Also, Draymond Green had to do that, and he did it. So it's nothing for Zion Williamson to do it. All he has to do is put his mind to it, for real.
Yeah, that never crossed my mind really. Like I said, like I see the talent. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said like when people compare him to LeBron, it's not a slight at him to say no, he's not going to be as good as LeBron. It's just to say he just has his own way of playing, and he can master it if he really locks in once he gets to the next level.
Yeah, like so they're saying that the Knicks, they're going to have the first pick. Would you draft Zion or would you draft RJ Barrett?
I mean, I would go with Zion.
Okay.
I haven't seen a whole lot of either, but if I'm going based off of stats and then that extra that Zion brings, because at the end of the day, it's a business, so you're trying to sell tickets too. You know what I'm saying? So if we just think about the whole overall, we're looking at it overall, they both have equally as much of a chance to do some shit in the NBA. But the bigger name clearly is Zion. So I think it would be smart to put your money behind Zion as opposed, because even if he wasn't to do shit, he was just a complete bust. You still getting ticket sales. You selling out that whole first year at least. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, just from a pure business point of view, it makes sense to draft Zion number 1.
So, this offseason is going to be very interesting, bro, because I think Kyrie is he's going to be a free agent. Durant.
Yo, have you seen him hanging out with Durant?
Yeah, All-Star Weekend, yeah. So I'm like, yo, They saying Durant is coming to the last year of his contract, and what they're trying to project is that those two will be going to the Knicks, right? Now, there's a lot of things that need to happen, for that to happen. So, like Kyrie and Durant to the Knicks. Now, another thing that they said is that draft Zion Williamson, trade him away for Anthony Davis. For me, I'm probably going to draft Zion Williamson and keep Zion Williamson. I don't want to trade him for Anthony Davis. What do you think?
I think you somehow try to get both of them on the same court, honestly.
Wait.
Like,
you got to get one. Yeah, I'm saying, like, if the scenario was if Kyrie and Durant was on the Knicks.
If we're saying just that scenario, then yes, keep Zion. But what I'm saying is they could somehow figure out some kind of way to get Davis without trading Zion. I think that would be ideal, because a lot of people would say, okay, well, they played the same position or they played similar style. But if you put Zion at the 3, like I said, he's a more than just a rebounder. Like, he can actually play defense. He can get steals. He can get blocks. Like, he can do other shit. And then, you develop his offensive game more. You will have a good 1-2 punch, and then you add like a third person. You got a legit squad.
If you got those two in your squad, you have to have a knockdown shooter at point or shooting guard. Because they could shoot, but you need some 3-point shooting if you have those two.
Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's where you get that third person. Like, you get that third person, but that's the thing though. That third person wouldn't even have to be a huge name. Like, they have to be talented, of course, to be able to start, and hold their own at their position. But they don't have. They would be like that third person could be like the Chris Bosh of LeBron and Wade. Like, that third person don't have to necessarily be a big name as well, or as big of a name. And then, because then the shooters can also come from, like you said, the point guard, or, either or, wherever you decide to get that third person from. Then you can have another shooter as well out there. Then you will get shooters coming off your bench. Because obviously, what I'm saying, as the Heat showed, a few years back when they first acquired the big three, you need depth. You need people to come off the bench. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Warriors showed before they got Durant. Like, they had a tremendous depth. You know what I'm saying? It was more than just Curry and Thompson and, Green. Like, they had Livingston, they had Barnes, they had a lot of people coming off the bench and being able to create buckets. So
didn't they have Barbosa?
They had. I think they had him for a small time frame.
Yeah, I think they had David Lee.
Yeah, they had talent. That's what I'm saying.
Mo
that's
buckets.
What I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like, the two main attraction, which in this ideal, in this idea would be Zion, Davis. Yeah, they ain't the shooters, but they don't have to be. They're great in their own right.
Yeah.
But then you will have your supporting cast to make up for the lack of shooting.
All right, but say the Knicks acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. Would you rather AD play with them, or would you rather Zion play with them?
So you said Kevin Durant or Irving. And you saying, would I rather AD as an Anthony Davis or Zion?
Yeah, I'm saying like the Knicks, they got Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. Like, would you rather them draft Zion or trade away Zion for Anthony Davis?
I think you acquire Zion. I think you get Zion. Because one, you wouldn't have to pay as much up front. You won't have to pay as much. So you get to save up until that rookie contract is over, and then you can start making some moves. But see, by that time, you hopefully already got at least one championship under your belt, and then I think out from then, like on the court, chemistry. Like you got those three. You acquire Anthony Davis. Like you got three huge egos on the court. I mean and then you got to factor in who's the coach to be able to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think
Anthony Davis has an ego, bro. He's pretty much calm and humble and low key.
Not ego as in when I say ego, I'm not saying like a fucking drama queen. When I say ego, like they all have their own rhythm. Like they all have their own, they all have their own, like they have their own ownership. You know what I'm saying? Like Anthony Davis, he's the big man. He was the big man in New Orleans. Kyrie, he wanted to be the big man in Boston. KD, he don't really care about being the big man, but
yeah, that's why I say
the Warriors, they're kind of a train wreck. But to a point, he kind of want to be the big man, but not so much. So I think that when I say egos, it's like get the touches, who's going to really control the game from that standpoint.
So you're talking about who's going to be ball dominant, right?
I mean that and who's the game gonna flow through? Like with New Orleans, the game flowed through Anthony Davis. Warriors, the game flowed through KD.
But what the Knicks can do, they can have the game flow through Kyrie and Durant, then Zion or AD would be that Chris Bosh.
But that's why I would say Zion would fit better in that role because one, he'll be. I think he'll be more humble because he's a rookie.
Mm.
Two, he'll be able to develop. You give him time to develop, as opposed to him coming in as a LeBron. Everybody expecting him to turn the team around overnight. You take the pressure off of him, give him time to develop. You have the two main guys, which would be KD, Irving, and then as he developed, then he contributes a lot more. Now he gets in his bag and how he dominates the game, which is complete contrast of your two main stars. So he has that tough element that they wouldn't have. Davis is tough, but I think Zion brings another, like he's the nigga from South Carolina, like he bout that, you know what I'm saying? Like he bout getting down and dirty. You know what I'm saying? So it's like yeah, he's not tall, but I mean you got length with Kevin Durant, but he brings the element of toughness. You know what I'm saying? So I mean it's still a tough call because it's like you do want Anthony's height, and he's tough too.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a tough call in that aspect, but I do think from a business standpoint and then from a developmental standpoint, as far as Zion or what would better make sense for his career, I think acquiring him would be best. So,
see, I'm a Nets fan, but I'm excited to see what the Knicks do, man, because the Knicks haven't won anything since 73. 73.
They were pretty good. I mean, they were pretty good in the 80s.
Oh, yeah. The 80s and the 90s. They had Patrick Ewing, the GOAT. I don't even like saying his last name, bro, but, he's still the GOAT.
Yeah, he is the GOAT, though.
It was John Starks. Who else was on that squad? Oakley?
Oaks.
Yeah, Oakley was a beast. They just couldn't get it because Michael Jordan was in the league, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like how the Bills was to the Cowboys. Like, the Bills went to 4 straight Super Bowls, and Cowboys got 2 of those Super Bowls.
You know how sad that is, bro?
Yeah,
that is very sad.
That's why I always say with Carolina, it's like, man, like, don't tease me. If you want to make it to the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? I want a fighting chance. Like, because you get to that, like, obviously it's not the same comparison because you make the 4 fucking straight Super Bowls and break my heart 4 fucking times. Damn. Like, yeah, that's sad as fuck.
That was a sad era to be a Bills fan. Very sad.
Like, okay, like, you're an Eagles fan, right?
Yeah.
So, So, like, what would you rather happen? You make it to the Super Bowl 4 straight times and lose, or you just miss out the playoffs completely for 4 straight years in a row?
I rather miss the playoffs 4 straight years.
Why you say that?
Because I know that, because I love the rebuilding process. I love to see that we're getting new pieces to see if we can build a team rather than me actually going there and losing 4 years in a row. Because that's telling me we have everything we need, but we just can't win it big. We're not good enough to win it the big game. So that's what that's telling me. The rebuilding process, because another reason why I'm like that is because the Brooklyn Nets, bro. When the last time they won?
Yeah.
Look
how many lottery picks they got.
Exactly, and they traded them away. All these years, and I'm ready for them to rise up, and I feel like there's a rise up coming soon with the Brooklyn Nets, bro. I think they're like 6 in the East, either 6 or 7. But yeah, I'm telling you right now, they're going to rise up very soon. In 2 years, I'm telling you right now, mark my words.
I'm sorry to say, bro. I think the Knicks will get there before the Nets, bro.
Yo, we're gonna see. We're gonna see, man.
Y'all ain't really making no noise, right? Like as far as free agents potentials go or draft go.
We don't need all that.
Like, game.
We got D'Angelo Russell.
You 6 and bruh, you didn't say that. You ain't the fucking snitch, fucking cock block.
Listen, bro.
Fuck out of here. You're a fucking pussy, man. I don't even. Like that just makes me mad for fucking what's the nigga name? Swaggy P.
Yeah, Nick Young.
Mad for that nigga, and I'm sure Swaggy P was doing his dirt and he deserved this shit, but it's like still like, come on now.
Yo, that's kind of weird, bro.
He got hacked, huh?
I gotta know why he did it. Like I really don't know why D'Angelo did that.
Well, since we're on a podcast, let's fill the viewers in on what the fuck we talking about.
Let's go ahead and do it.
So D'Angelo Russell and Swaggy P just hanging out one night. I don't know what the fuck they was, like where they was at. They just, on the couch or some shit, like just, like talk, chopping it up and, watching TV or some shit. So, as they just chilling, so Swaggy P talking about, at this time he was dating Iggy Azalea. So him and Russell just talking, you know what I'm saying, how niggas talk, and then Swaggy P, I think they had went out to the club like a couple of days prior or a day prior. So he was telling Russell about, a chick that he was trying to pursue, and how she was like 19 or some shit, I can't remember what he was saying, but basically, he was trying to get out another chick or was fucking another chick or whatever. And while this nigga is saying all this nigga Russell is recording the whole thing, and then sends it out to the world. I don't know if it was that night or the next day or whatever. And then this nigga say that he got hacked. My question is, why did you record to begin with? Like, what kind of sucker shit is that?
Yeah. That's very iffy. Like, why did you record? I mean, I don't know. I can't even.
There's no excuse.
I can't even try to give him an excuse.
And that's y'all star.
Listen, bro, he made it to the All-Star game. What he do off the court, it's not my business. All you gotta do is win games.
But what I'm saying is, y'all ain't even like y'all 6th place in a sorry conference.
Bro, the conference, they're about to step up now that LeBron left. Yo, these teams are stacked in the East now, boy.
But they only competitive within themselves. If they even try to get into any kind of series with a West team, they get smacked.
Nah, bro.
The fourth team in the West could smack the first team in the East.
You got an argument there, but not smack. I think they were winning maybe a 6 to 7 game series. You know what I'm saying? Not no smack.
Nah, smack, bro.
Bro, the Raptors.
Maybe, it might be 4-2. Maybe I give you till game 6, but they ain't taking to no game 7.
Never.
Like, Cause who's fourth right now?
Let me look that up. Who's fourth in the West? All right, so
go ahead.
So the Trailblazers is fourth. What do you think?
And the Raptors is first in the East?
No. The Bucks are first.
Oh, they get smacked.
Come on, man. Do you know what's on the Bucks? Do you know who's on the Bucks?
You got the Greek Freak and fucking who else?
Chris Middleton, Eric Bledsoe, Nikola Mirotic. You got that
what kind of name is name?
You got you got Malcolm Brogdon.
You talking about some random ass niggas now.
Yeah, they random now until you see them in the finals, boy.
Then they get smacked the fuck up.
But okay. So they got in the East, boy, they got the Raptors, the Celtics, the Sixers, and the Bucks. You mean to tell me none of those teams could beat the Trailblazers?
I'm saying if Drake wanted to try out for basketball, right, he could probably be Toronto's sixth man. Like,
yo.
Get the fuck out of here with the East, man.
And you saying Meek Mill could be the Sixers' sixth man? I feel that.
Yeah, man. Nah, he'll be the second leading scorer.
Yo, this man is sleep on the East, man.
Bruh, they've been the lesser of the two conferences for years, man.
But I'm saying the tides are about to turn, bro. The tides are about to turn. It's gonna get crazy.
2-3 years. Okay, I'll say this: whenever that whole KD Irving thing happened in the East, then yeah. But as far as this season is concerned, no.
I feel that.
For this season, no. It's West dominant, regardless.
Yo, you know what team is doing good in the West, bro?
What team?
Very surprising. I didn't expect them to do good. It's the Nuggets. Yeah, they got Nikola Jokic. I think that's how you say his name. Man, but like Jamal Murray, other than that, it's like who?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I ain't checking for the Nuggets, man.
I feel that, bro. First round, they out.
They ain't been the same since Iverson, bro. Iverson, that wasn't even the good Iverson.
Yeah, that was the old Iverson. Man, how you not mention Carmelo, bro?
Ty Lawson still there?
Who?
Ty Lawson.
I don't know.
That was my nigga right there.
But how you not mention Carmelo, bro? That's disrespectful.
Man, fuck Carmelo. He didn't even do shit for him.
He was the Nuggets All-Star. Yeah, he was the Nuggets All-Star, bro. He was about to bring them to the chip.
Nigga, they ain't even smell a chip. They ain't get nowhere close to a chip. They ain't even get to the championship, the Western Conference Championship. Like, did they even make it past the first round?
Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly.
Melo.
Fuck Carmelo.
Nah. Let's not put no hate on Carmelo's name. He about to be a legend in the game, Hall of Famer.
I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying, like, I ain't thinking about Melo when it comes to Nuggets. Yeah, he's the.
Wait. So when you think about the Nuggets, Melo doesn't come to mind. Allen Iverson does.
No. But see, you didn't let me finish. Yes, I think the Nuggets because I think Carmelo because he was there for like fucking 19 years and didn't do shit. So yes, I think of how many failed attempts, each season that nigga had with the Nuggets. But I'm not checking for the Nuggets, bro.
I mean, he's gonna have a Jerry West legacy.
Jerry West, like what?
Yeah, man.
You just compare Carmelo Anthony to Jerry West.
All right, let me stop.
What? Bruh, what are you drinking on? Let me get some of that.
Yeah, I got a little whiskey over it. Nah, I'm playing. But yo, you know, ESPN released their top 100 list, and I have a few questions. I have a few questions and concerns here.
Let me hear it.
So it may be a little controversial, but in my opinion, I think number 1 should be LeBron James. I'm pretty sure you know who number 1 is. Michael Jordan. Yep. I think Jordan is a good second. They put Kareem at number 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean, what are they going by? How are they gauging this?
I mean, probably everything, stats, championships. I don't know, all the accolades. They just came up with this 100 list, and LeBron is number 3 under Kareem, and MJ's number 1.
I can respect Kareem though. I can respect Kareem.
Oh yeah, most definitely top 5, in my opinion, top 5.
Man, I'm not mad at them if because like I said, I don't know how they gauging this, but I'm not mad at Kareem being, if that's their list, like I'm not mad at Kareem being over LeBron.
Yeah, I'm not too mad. But here's the thing that I'm kind of like, okay, I got this kind of wrong. So the Malone guys, Moses Malone is number 15, and Karl Malone is 16. Do you agree with that?
I mean, are you saying like that Karl Malone is not high enough, or is he too high?
Now, do you agree that Karl Malone should be lower than Moses Malone?
Yeah. I think don't Moses Malone have a championship?
Yeah, he probably does. Yeah, I think he got one.
Yeah, Karl Malone doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, you say he does?
Yeah, but I think, bro, Karl Malone, his legacy is just much more decorated.
Decorated how though?
I'm just gonna go with my opinion because I don't have stats pulled up.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because you thinking about Karl Malone that was fucking getting the ball from the white boy.
Yep.
For a fucking 20 years straight. And then you're thinking about the Karl Malone that said, "Get Magic Johnson the fuck away from me." That age shit and his cowboy boots. That's why. You think about the Karl Malone that went to the Lakers at 150 years old and finally got him a fucking championship. That's your decorated.
And that's the decoration. That's all I need. That's all I need.
That's fuck out of here. I ain't mad at it.
I mean, yeah, they pretty much neck and neck right there. So I ain't too mad at it. But yo, Karl Malone was that guy. He was that guy.
I mean, he was that guy, but you can't sleep on Moses Malone.
Nah, ain't nobody sleeping on Moses, man. I mean, his name is Moses. It comes straight out the Bible. So come on now.
And Carl came straight out of that burger. the fucking Carlos Jr.
Oh,
Carl
come
Jr.
on now. You know, I never went there. I never ate there.
I haven't either. I used to work for the company.
That's like the Baby Hardee's, right?
Well, I want to say Baby Hardee's because they kind of taken over the West Coast. They kind of took over the West Coast.
Oh.
It's kind of like Carl's Jr. is like the Hardee's on the West Coast.
Oh, so, I ain't never known that.
Yeah, I think they're actually a bigger brand. Even though I think they spun off of Hardee's, but they're actually like they're bigger now.
Yeah,
I really don't know the history of the shit, but I know they big.
Yo, Carl's Jr. is exactly Hardee's. They're the same thing.
But Hardee's Red, I've been to Hardee's Red Burrito, which is because which is like they sell like fucking Latino food, tacos and shit.
That's crazy. I've never known that.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
A couple over here. I ain't never tried they tacos and shit. I went there to just get a regular burger. So I don't try to have no runs or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't try to have a fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm not trying.
I'm not trying to eat no tacos at Hardee's.
Yeah, nah, definitely not. But yeah, man, yo, there's so much shit going on. Have you heard about the Kaepernick fucking settlement?
Yeah, I heard about it. I'm gonna need you to fill me into more on some details, man.
I mean, it really ain't a lot of details to really go off of. They didn't release, what they settled on. They just said it was a settlement. I was just want to know how you feel about, like, obviously with the whole taking a knee thing and, everybody, what everybody was fighting for. It's like, how do you feel about the settlement? How you feel about them not releasing, in-depth information, like, as far as what they settled for? Do you feel like...
First, what was the settlement? Like, what was the story about the settlement?
I mean, it was just they've been just the NFL. I mean, what exactly you mean? You want the whole, like, everything, like, from day one?
Oh, like, no. Like the news came out that there was a settlement. So that was the only news. Nothing else. No more details.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't release, like, how much they settled for. They didn't say what was the agreement, like what was within the contract. They ain't really say anything on it. They just said it came to a settlement.
I mean, let me see.
Saying. But I was bringing up more from the aspect of, like, do you think that we deserve to know the in-depths because of us standing for them, or the people that have been standing for them and stuff like that?
Do we deserve it? That's a great question. That's a great question.
Yeah.
We deserve it if Kaepernick decides to tell us. It's his business. It started with him, and then it became global. So if he decides to tell the business, then we deserve it. That's my opinion on that.
So you basically playing it safe and not going to answer the question, basically.
Nah, that's my answer though. Like he took a knee. They banned him from the NFL. Like, all of this is going on with that man, right? So,
so then we don't deserve it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
There you go.
Pretty much.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I feel like the people who was really, like, riding for him. Like, I'm not gonna say for me, because I was still watching football. I wasn't sitting there taking a knee in my living room when the fucking national anthem was going on. So shit, I won't own it like that. So I'm not saying for me. I'm saying for the people who really, really riding for him.
You said you took a knee in your living room watching the Super Bowl?
I said I wasn't, but some niggas probably was. Like,
probably was.
But I got respect for my mom, because my mom was in the army and shit. So she still put her hand over her heart and shit when for every game and all that, because she military.
But here's the thing though. The American flag is not only military. American flag is America. Everything in America is about America. So I don't understand anybody who, even if you come from the military, you can change your ways. You can honestly change your ways.
But that's the thing. That's where the split. That's where the divide is, because it's like people like my mom. Like my mom, she's aware of what the movement is, and she's in full support for Kaepernick. Like she understands why he's taking a knee.
Right.
She just not going to do it because she's a part of the military. But she understands the people who does take a knee. So she's not against the movement as far as taking a knee.
I don't know, man.
There's a whole nother side of where people who's in the military just feels like it's just straight disrespect. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the divide is within that you know what I'm saying, organization. You have some who still stands for the flag, but it's not against people who takes a knee, and then there's some that just completely disgusted by people who takes a knee.
Very true. Very true.
So that's what I'm saying. But in this case, I feel like the people was really riding for him, like not watching any games. You know what I'm saying? Like really protesting with him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like those people at least deserve more information than that.
I feel you on that. I just think, you know, if this is just biased, this is me in my own head. Like, if you're black, you shouldn't really care about putting your hand over your heart, because the military, they not worried about anybody who serves. They're just trying to get bodies out there to fight wars. Why would a black have pride in a country that doesn't support them? I mean, you can go to the Army, the Air Force, or whatever, and get your money. You know what I'm saying? Treat it like a career, but like, you know, still having that pride.
Well, I think it's I can speak for my mom, because I mean, it's my mom, but I don't think that it's necessarily having pride for the country. Is more so, okay, this is what I need. At this point in my life, I needed money. I needed the direction. This is what I went to. You know, Army. I went to Navy. I went to Air Force. Whatever. And you know, and I built a brotherhood, sisterhood with the other cadets. You know what I'm saying? So
strong point there. Strong point there.
Yeah. So it's like they're fighting for each other. You know what I'm saying? More so than they fighting for the country. And then with them fighting for each other, they're fighting for each other's family. Where's each other's family in the U.S.? So it's a fraternity and sorority. More so than it is.
Strong point there. You enlightened me on a different perspective. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
So that's why I say I don't never shit on anybody who says they'll go to the military, because it's like, I get it.
Yeah.
But it's like, but as far as me, I can't do it, because I know my mom about got sent over there because of the whole 9/11 shit.
Damn.
So since then, I was not fucking with it, because I was literally bawling my fucking eyes out when that shit happened. So
what year was this?
This had to be like 2002, because the 9/11 shit happened 2001. So I think the whole them trying to start the war shit was like early 2002 or some shit like that.
Dang, you was just a young boy in second grade, man.
I was like second grade.
So how did they break the news to you? How did anyone break the news to you? How did it go?
Yeah, my dad. I think my dad had said this shit. I think he was like, they think about sending your mom overseas or something, because she wasn't home yet. So she was somewhere. I think she was at some base or something at the time.
Right.
And then I was crying, so I'm thinking like, I'm never gonna see my mom again and shit like that. And then she came home, and then like I don't know how long, like when she found out that she didn't have to go, but when she got home, that's when I was happy and all that shit.
She gave you some ice cream and cake, and
I mean, hey,
put on some Looney Tunes, and you was good. Okay.
Hey man, it was an emotional time, man.
Let me not make up fun of that moment. That's a scary moment.
I can laugh at the shit.
Yeah, it is hindsight. True.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, for me, like I like to find the funny and everything, so I don't get offended by shit like that. But some people do.
Yeah, I actually have that can actually be a whole debate. Like, what is considered, like, what can you laugh at? What can you make jokes about? Like, what is crossing the line? You know what I'm saying? Somebody can make a valid argument for that.
Yeah, that's the argument now. Like with the whole, everybody getting this, like in this generation where everybody just getting offended over every fucking thing. I think like comedians, like when they make jokes and shit, they've always been, you know what I'm saying, on some crazy shit with what they say, back with Delirious, with Murphy, You know what I'm saying? Way back, you know what I'm saying? Like you can name like Chappelle, you know, Cedric Entertainment, like they all had, you know, crazy shit to say about whether it's the LGBT community, whether it's about race, religion, politics, and it's like I think we entering like a real like dangerous time now where like they weaponizing your words.
Yeah.
I was watching Joe Rogan podcast, and they had a Brazilian comedian. I mean, and they in they country, like they really on lockdown as far as like you can literally get locked up for shit you say there. Though.
Whoa.
They ain't got the same freedom we got. But that's why I'm making comparison, because it's like it can kind of get to that point here. But yeah, so he was saying like how he made a joke about some celebrity, and then the celebrity sued him for the joke. It wasn't like a theft threat or anything. It was like it was just like a lighthearted, you know how like Chappelle joke on Trump or some shit like that? Mm-hmm. It was kind of like something like that. So he just joked about a celebrity. The celebrity sued him and got $100,000 out of him.
Whoa.
And yeah.
Yo,
so that's why I'm saying, like, we enter in dangerous territory with that shit now.
Yo, that's kind of like he probably sued him for like defamation of character. Like, you know how somebody can write an article about somebody and, you know, you could sue them. That is not my character. That's a defamation of character. You getting sued. So comedy is kind of it's like America wants it, but they don't want anything that could, you know, like.
That's what I'm saying. That's the era we in. That's what's dangerous, because it's like it hadn't been like that. Like back in the day, you could drop the F-bomb. You could say certain shit. That's like now you say that shit like the whole Kevin Hart thing. Like he made a little joke about his son. If his son was gay, he'll beat his ass or some shit like that. But that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he, Kevin Hart has, by what he said, he done apologized plenty of times since then. He's supported the LGBT community since plenty since then. So it's like people can change. It's like we in an era now where it's hard, like they're making it hard for people to give people a chance to change.
Yeah, that's true. I'm in full support of Kevin Hart. He did what he needed to do, and he didn't host. It was supposed to be the Oscars, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't host because he said his apologies already. They wanted him to do more. I don't know why, but that was a long time ago. I don't know who dug that dirt up from what you said 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was on Twitter.
Like, 10 years ago? You're going to try to make this man apologize for something he did in like 10 years ago?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then even like, that's why I don't believe every story they say about Trump, even though Trump has said and did some fucked up shit. That's like, I'm not going to be, like, just because he's in opposition of a lot of my views, I'm not going to be so quick, because I don't like him, I'm going to believe every fucked up thing they say about him, or every, you know what I'm saying? I want to give people the benefit of the doubt before, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Off
the rip. And if they prove to be on some fuck shit, then I'll be like, all right, let's get that nigga out the paint.
He'd be like, all right, you done too much.
Yeah.
Time for you to get up out of here.
Especially with the whole, what's his name, Jussie Smollett or whatever.
Oh,
that whole
yeah.
fucking situation. Like, dude, man, like you set us back the whole now. Like anybody could come out and just be on some bullshit now, and now we looking at the victim crazy because of this whole situation.
Very true. But I do see. I want to. So, do you have All-Star Weekend on one of your topics?
Yeah.
I knew it. I do want to say that for the end, though. You got something else for me?
Let me see. Like I said, we got a whole.
Oh yeah.
A whole lot of shit to talk about. Hold on. Like the Bengals running back. You hear about that?
What's going on with the Bengals running back, man?
All right. So hold on. Let me pull this shit up. So yeah, Bengals running back Mark Walton. I think this was his first year, second year, or whatever. Yeah, so I think it was past Friday. He pretty much got in an argument or some shit with his neighbors in the condo parking lot. But then and I guess it just got out of hand, and he ended up getting charged with a misdemeanor battery or whatnot. Yeah, I mean, it's just like when would these players learn? Like it's like you potentially fucking your millions up when you doing stupid shit like this.
Here's the thing, G. I feel like these players, especially running backs, they get hit a lot. Their head, certain things could be off. So certain actions that they do in the regular life, it's going to be different from the average human. They're affected. Think about the whole CTE epidemic. You know what I'm saying? So I think that these players are going through something mentally, but they don't know it, and there's no diagnosis for it. So they're just living their lives, and then when they react to certain things, it's more aggressive than the average human. So, I mean, yeah. It's like we can say, when will they learn? But at the same time, they getting bashed in the head every play. And there has to be some kind of counseling.
But see, then that's what. So then, okay, you make an interesting point. So then it's like, how far back do we go then with that counseling? Do we go to high school? Do we go to middle school? Do we go to elementary? Because these kids is playing as early as 7 years old, 6 years old. So it's like I remember. I don't. Well, this is a self-diagnosis, but I remember middle school. I'm playing defensive end. Covering the edge, running back, come around the corner, make the tackle. My brain rattling, like everything is dizzy when I get up. But I didn't tell the coach or nothing. They just pat me on the shoulder pad because it was behind the line of scrimmage, and I just went on by my merry day.
Yeah, and that's why I say, go ahead.
I know. I was just gonna say, like, so how far back do we go with it? You know what I'm saying?
Great question, G. I'm gonna answer that right now. So look, here's what I think. I think football as a sport is bad for humans. So we shouldn't have football. As much as I love football, I played it when I was young. I played it in high school, and I walked on the practice squad in college. But being out of football and realizing what life is all about, football shouldn't even be in existence. It's bad for the human brain. So we don't need counseling. We just need to cancel the whole sport. And I know that's not going to happen, and I'm still going to watch it. It's going to go on for years, but that's my opinion on the matter.
So you wanted to be just completely canceled, but you still going to support it?
See, this is where I'm a hypocrite. See, I'm a hypocrite, man, because I enjoy watching it, man, but I know that my family, any kids of mine, they will never play football. So that's where my hypocrisy comes in.
Go ahead.
What
if once he turns 18, then he decides to go ahead and play football?
Then that's his decision. That's his decision. I'm going to still support him because anything my kids love, I'm going to try to support them. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to support them. But I'm also going to feed them in on what could happen so they can just be prepared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. So then that brings me to the next question. Have you heard about the Alliance of American Football, that new league?
Very great, very great. I wanted to bring it up, but you brought it up. Yeah, I heard of that league.
What's up?
I heard of that league. There's a few good things for this league. I feel like it would be like how the NBA has the G League. I think that's what it's called. This will be a good G League for the NFL because it's hard. NFL, it has a lot of positions, but there's also players that don't get into the NFL. So it's an opportunity for them to play for the AAF, get their, and that could be a scouting realm for NFL scouts. You know what I'm saying?
Now, do you think that, because somebody did make an interesting point that it could potentially dilute the NFL, do you think it would possibly dilute football or just dilute, the NFL?
100% no. Here's why. I'm going to give you an example. Pepsi and Coca-Cola coexisted. So why can't the NFL and the AAF coexist? I mean, Coke. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Finish.
If Coke can be the main cola flavor and Pepsi just come along and pretty much taste the same, but they're still both, making money, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the dilution.
Now, I would counter that with the fact that, when you make those comparisons, it's like when you think about soda, they both pretty similar in taste anyway. So it's like when you walk in the store, if it's like whatever sometimes like whatever closest thing to you, you're just gonna grab it. It's about the same price. Hey, fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Especially like if Pepsi is cheaper or Coca-Cola is cheaper, I'm gonna just go with the cheaper option. They both taste about the damn same. Or I just get the fucking store brand. You know what I'm saying? And not get neither one of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I see the comparison, but it's like in this case, it's like you know how we're entering an age where the attention span is getting we already had a low attention span as human beings, period. So now we're in a social media era where the attention span has shrunk significantly more. So with football being 2 hours, 3 hours, however long, that game, the actual game itself is an hour, but with the commercials, halftime, all that shit, about 2 hours, however long. So it's like if you're just seeing football nonstop all the time, you never really get a break from it. It can kind of wear out over time, and the NFL is already kind of year round anyway. When you think about off season,
yeah, that's true.
You think about with the draft, combine. It's really honestly to me, it's more year round than basketball.
But here's why I said it'll kind of serve as a G League. Like nobody's really checking for G League players. Only basketball gurus and nerds are checking for G League players. But the G League, they still get paid. They still get some TV time. You know what I'm saying? So the AAF could be like that. But
I think the difference is what is called AAF. I think they're not trying to be the G League though. They trying to be they ain't trying to compete with them, but they ain't trying to be like a developmental league either. Like they trying to be an innovator for the sport itself. It's like that's why the rules is more lenient. That's why they kind of more the old school way of football. How like niggas used to clothesline and shit. Like that's where they bring it back to the table.
Yo, that clothesline back in the day was nasty.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's like how you clothesline a nigga with a helmet. Anyways,
the Purple People leaders did that shit, man.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. That was nuts. But yeah, man. So I think they trying to innovate. I think. Somebody made a good point on ESPN. They was like, the NFL trying to get away from that shit, and the AAF is trying to like bring that back. Trying to, what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying.
Audience that love the violent shit. Go ahead.
Nah, I just said, I feel what you're saying.
Yeah, so it's like, if you want to talk about developmental league, you had the Canadian league was kind of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it was in Canada.
But like you said, nobody was checking for G League. Nobody was checking for Canada. Niggas in Canada ain't checking for Canada League. You know what I'm saying? And then you also have arena football. That's still around. So you already have a couple leagues already out, and then you have the XFL coming out.
Yeah, the XFL. Yeah, it's a lot of leagues. It's a lot of leagues.
That's nuts. It's nuts. So I just don't. I think it's watering down the supply. But
I want to point out some key positives for the AAF, the AAF. Now, I'm gonna name some names, man. Some executives now. I'm sure you heard of these names. Troy Polamalu, he's an executive.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hines Ward.
Okay.
Jared Allen. Justin Tuck. I like how they took some NFL former players and they put them in the executive positions, you know?
Okay. I see what you're saying. I see where you're going with this.
Because it gives players, when they retire, a opportunity to do something else other than broadcasting or coaching. You know what I'm saying? They can be executives.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's
a positive.
Yeah, that's a key positive in my opinion.
I mean, I said I'm not opposed to it, but I mean it's just one of those things, kind of like the Zion Williams debate. Like you just kind of got to see where that shit go, you know? Yeah,
you just got to see where it goes. I think it's going to go in the direction of the developmental league, like the NBA G League. That's my opinion. Let's see if it happens.
Yeah, you got to see.
Go
before
ahead.
we got to get to the All-Star shit, I wanted to bring up the. Did you hear about LeBron A&R and 2 Chainz album?
No, I did not.
So yeah, that's the thing. So 2 Chainz album, I think it drops March 1st. So apparently LeBron supposed to be the A&R. Cause apparently he's like the he says he's the hip hop. What do you say, the hip hop historian or some shit?
Hip hop connoisseur?
Yeah, in his words, hip hop historian.
Okay.
But so now that you hear that, how you feel about that?
Yo,
especially with how the Lakers season is going.
Before I answer that question, I just read up that Maurice Jones-Drew is going to be a sideline reporter for the AAF, bro.
That's gonna be nuts.
They're gonna have to.
Short as fuck.
They're gonna have to lower the camera.
Yo, that nigga gonna have to loosen up his fucking the shirt, the top of the shirt shit. The button.
Yo, that man is a meatball now.
Yo, his neck is thick as fuck, pause, but god damn, that nigga.
Son.
Damn.
Yo, he ain't gonna be able to fit into any suit.
Yeah, that's nuts, man.
The tailor gonna be like, what? I don't even know.
That would
what.
be funny, like watching him interview some fucking players.
Yeah, that'll be too funny, bro. The players is 6 feet tall, and he's like, "All right, Cameron, you can go down now. You can." But what was your question? I forgot it.
Oh yeah, how you feel about LeBron being an A&R, a 2 Chainz album in the midst of the NBA season with the Lakers doing bad?
All right, so here's what I feel. That man can do whatever he wants. He's a GOAT. He already established his legacy. He's getting ready for his after NBA career, which is media, television, music, all that stuff. He's going to get his hands dirty and all of that stuff. So I'm not worried about it. He's setting himself up for the future. He will make the playoffs, whether it's 8th seed or 7th seed. I know he's focused. He'll never get distracted. He's LeBron James, and he's the GOAT.
Okay, so you say all that, but the Lakers is not your team.
I mean, the Lakers is not my team, yeah, but LeBron is a GOAT.
So picture somebody on your team. Who are your team? The Philadelphia 76ers?
No,
your team?
The Brooklyn Nets.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, so Nets. So imagine Brooke Lopez, A&R, and Miley Cyrus album.
First of all, First of all, Brooke Lopez is no longer on the Nets. And second of all, if he was on the Nets and he was A&R and Miley Cyrus, then I would have a problem with it. Because, let me stop. I wouldn't have a problem with it.
So you don't have no problem.
Nah.
Even though LeBron is hurt.
Because
I don't have no problem.
Because I'm the kind of person that I don't care, because as long as you show up, I'm fine with it, man. Like, I don't like, it's just a mindset with people. You just have to be focused. I'm fine with it. Do whatever you want to do, because I don't want to put you in a box telling these players that all they can do is basketball. Come on now, they're human. They have more things to them than just basketball. So I don't mind it. If you want to A&R Miley Cyrus album, I'm fine with it.
Well, you a cool dad.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah. I'm trying.
Anyways, nigga.
I'm trying.
Let's get into this All-Star talk.
Oh snap! I got a couple of topics on me, man.
Go ahead.
First thing I want to bring up though, I want to shout out Rhapsody. She's a rapper signed to Ninth Wonder's label, Jamla Records. She played in the Celebrity All-Star Game. She's from Snow Hill, North Carolina. She made her debut. She's getting bigger, and she's a GOAT when it comes to rapping. I want y'all to listen to her. So that's the first thing I want to put out there.
Queen.
Yeah, she's definitely a queen. I don't even know where Snow Hill is. Where what?
Man, I don't even know where that shit is. I'm in this motherfucker.
That's crazy, man. You gotta do your research, man.
In my own state.
In your own state.
Crazy, bro.
But yeah, just wanted to give her a shout out. I also want to shout out Famous Los. You know who Famous Los is?
Famous. Oh, yeah, I heard about. Yeah, he was getting busy on Quavo.
Yeah, he was getting busy because usually Quavo be the one that's getting busy, but he definitely showed up.
They were back and forth though.
Yeah, they were. Like if Quavo's team won, Quavo would be the MVP.
Yeah.
But Famous Los, he held that team together.
But what does Famous Los do though? Like, what is his?
So he's a social media influencer, and he makes jokes. He makes jokes about, you know, certain NBA plays on Instagram and shit like that. Like you just gotta check him out.
I seen the clip. Yeah, I seen some of his videos.
Yeah, it's funny.
I looked it up. I looked him up when I seen his highlights on the fucking All-Star shit. So.
yeah. That dude is funny, son. But Quavo, yeah. If Quavo's team won, he had 27 points and 9 rebounds. That's All-Star status.
Yeah, I mean, we already knew that Quavo could ball though.
Yeah, the lefty baller from the Migos. But yeah, that's the first thing I wanted to do. I just want to get all the shout outs out, and then I'm gonna go into what you want to go into.
Okay, so my hot take on the All-Star, you know, the whole thing to begin with, like the whole shindig. I feel like it's more so for like the casual fan, like the fan who's not really like into basketball like that, like the women who, you know what I'm saying, they like to watch like the certain like the dunks, you know what I'm saying, like they like certain aspects of it, but not really true to, or just even guys who just not really fucking with basketball like that. Like that's what the All-Star game is about, especially like the festivities for that weekend. Like it's more so, you know, off the court too, and then the on the court antics is more so, you know, I mean the actual game itself is boring because they don't really take it for real. And then the dunk contest.
It is boring, but I like watching the highlights because they do just some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy alley-oops or passes and 3 points out of nowhere. It is entertaining from a highlights perspective.
But that shit niggas can do in practice though. Like them niggas ain't playing for real. If they were playing for real and did that shit, okay, you got me. But
okay.
And then with the 3-point contest is dope. I feel like the 3-point contest should stay around. I think we need to get the dunk contest the fuck up out of here.
Really?
Yes, I think it's had its run. It's time to go.
Nah, that's like you can't take that out. Like that's what All-Star Weekend is. You know what I mean?
But that's the point I'm making. Like, see me, I like to watch basketball. Like I'm a basketball fan. You like to watch basketball. You a basketball fan. But it's like the event like that is for like the casual fan. So yeah, I get your point. Like as far as business is concerned, it is an attraction. But if it's just me personally watching, I have zero interest in watching the dunk contest. Like if you put like the superstars out there, you can give me Westbrook, give me LeBron, give me Harden, give me somebody that's worth watching, then yeah. But I don't want to see no nigga coming off the 6th man on the bench dunking. Like, I don't care.
So okay, so is it that you don't care because of the player, or you don't care because it's kind of getting old now?
Both. Cause
okay,
they ain't even doing nothing innovating. They ain't innovating no kind of dunk. They just dunking over people.
Bro, it's
Cole,
hard. It's hard to do like a different dunk. All these years of dunks, it's hard. It's hard to come up with a new.
They're doing the same type of dunks. They're doing the same dunks that's already been done. They just jumping over different people when they do the dunks, or different objects when they do the dunks. They're not even creative with the dunks now.
It's like it's all about the
theatrics,
the message and the theatrics. Yeah, it's all about the message. Like, who dunked over Shaq? Somebody?
It wasn't Smith. It was who was it?
That boy from the Thunder? Was it him?
Yeah, it wasn't it was the African dude.
Yeah, I think it was him. Yo, it's like a message. He's telling people, look, y'all already know Shaq is 7 feet tall, and I'm about to dunk over him and put my whole forearm in the hoop.
Okay, I mean that. Yes, I'll get that. But what message are you sending jumping over J. Cole? That I can jump over a popular rapper?
Yes, that's exactly the message in North Carolina.
Like, but my thing is, like, that's corny to me.
I feel that.
Like, you know what would be okay? I'll give you this. Like, you know what would be more entertaining to me?
What?
If you get celebrities dunking, like J. Cole tried to dunk. Like,
yeah,
give me that. That's more entertaining.
You know what? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. A celebrity dunk contest.
Yeah, or a celebrity 3-point shooting contest. Like, let me get the celebrities doing
bro.
that shit.
The celebrity 3-point yo.
That'd be nasty.
They'll probably make like the final score would probably 8-5.
But that would be
a
funny
celebrity
though.
3-point contest.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you get Steph out there. You already know these niggas gonna make it. Like, it's like, come on. It's like you get some niggas out there that don't really shoot like that. Like, that's funny and it's like entertaining because like now you gonna pull for your favorite celebrity.
Yeah, you got a point there. It's gonna be like 8 shots to 5 shots.
I mean, but that's the thing. It's like, for me, I think that would be a good way to kind of get both your hardcore fans and the casual fans like all in the same thing, because it's like you get now you getting people to watch the people who inspires them on a daily basis. So like musician, people listen to music on a regular basis. So you getting them or an actor, you seeing them on a regular basis. So you bringing the crowd in from both sides, and then you're pleasing the hardcore fans because they still get some enjoyment by watching their favorite celebrity do the shit, and then you're attracting the casual fan because they get to see all this extra bullshit, too. So I mean, that's just me.
You about to give the celebrities too much leeway, man. They about to take over the whole All-Star weekend, man.
Well, okay. I think it should be like a celebrity. Like, be a teammate with the actual. Like,
no, you know what, bro? You know what would be better? If the celebrities participated in the skills challenge. Because I don't really care about the skills challenge with NBA players, bro. If you seen some celebrities out there, that's kind of okay. Yeah. We goofing around. But I don't want to see no NBA players with the skills challenge.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, get the celebrities do that, and then like with the dunk contest, you have them tag team with another NBA player. So then you have the celebrity go, and then you have the actual ball player go, or whatever. However they do it. Like, I think you just got to inquire more celebrity, because it's like something. They got to do something.
I feel like they're doing a decent job of, running that All-Star weekend.
They're doing a decent job for the casual fan, but ain't nobody, like, the hardcore fan ain't checking for the All-Star game.
And that's fine. Like Pro Bowl. That's fine, because the playoffs is coming up, and that's when the hardcore fan is going to tune in.
But see, and they got to do something about the regular season too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you should, as a business, you should, like, majority of the games played should not be something that even the hardcore fan is like, man, fuck that shit. Let me just get to the fight. Let me just get to the playoffs. Like they gotta make something happen. Like the transactions, shouldn't be the most popular thing going on during the regular season. Like niggas shouldn't be talking about a trade more than the top teams playing that season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you saying.
I think that's where the league is headed. Like the regular season is more. The transaction is talked about more than the actual game. 82 games. And then
do you feel like
sitting out.
Do you feel like there should be less regular season games?
Yeah, I think it should be less regular season games. I think that they should have some kind of agreement with the star players that they should play certain primetime games. I think they should have more primetime games.
Yo, that would cause so much destruction in a locker room, bro.
What you mean?
Like you just said, like have an agreement with the star players to play certain primetime games. Like the locker room, like the teammates would be like, "Bro, you only play when we on TV." Like it would cause so much destruction, man.
Well, I'm saying, like obviously they're gonna be playing. They're still gonna be playing more games than they would be like on TV anyway. It's just that's what I'm saying. They can limit the amount of rest they get. Like kind of like how the Spurs was like purposely sitting their starters during the back end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Like you had to bring that, and then that became the trend. It's like now it's becoming an issue. It's, on top of the fact that nobody is really checking for the regular season. Now you're taking the stars out of the equation. Nobody's definitely not checking. Like you ain't about to watch a bunch of people you really don't know like that play. You might as well watch college. So it's like that's just my take on it. They gotta do something. I'm sure there's gonna be there's way more smarter people that's behind those doors that can create something.
So let me bring up 2 points just because I'm biased. Shout out to New York. So you know who won the 3-point contest, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, what team is he on?
The 3-point winner. He on the hold on.
All right, I'm gonna answer that for you. The Brooklyn Nets. See, we're coming up, bro. I'm telling you, in a couple of years, we're going to be championship contenders. Nah, let me stop. Let me just. All right, we're gonna be playoff contenders. All right, let me just go there.
That's only because Curry choked. That's all I was hearing about.
Listen, you gotta lose sometimes. You know what I mean? The greatest people lose sometimes.
Okay.
Curry had to lose.
So what is your point with your player then?
Well, my point is this: he plays on the Brooklyn Nets and he beat Curry, so he's a better 3-point specialist than Curry is.
Okay, let's chill out with that.
All right, let me stop. But another shout out, the dude that won this the dunk contest, he's from New York, Queens.
Yeah, I heard he was from Queens.
Queens, New York. So when y'all say, New York niggas can't, can't make a statement in the league, yo, we here.
Fam, y'all make a statement in a meaningless fucking all-star game. Get out of here. Make some noise where it matters.
Yeah, it was sad, bro. Seth Curry was in a 3-point and he just didn't do good.
That happens. It's just one of those days where you just not on your shit. But he's still the greatest 3-point shooter in history.
No. I'm talking about his brother. His brother Seth.
Oh.
Yeah.
But his brother Seth was in it?
Yeah, his brother Seth was in it. He didn't do good at all.
What the fuck? Get stuff the fuck out of here.
Nah, but listen, he's actually good, bro. He's a good role player for the Trailblazers. Like he's an upstart.
I mean, all the players in the NBA is good.
Yeah, you're right.
That's why they in the NBA.
Yeah. I'm just trying to give him some credit, you know.
Nah, that nigga need to be an accountant or something. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo.
Go crunch some numbers.
This man dreamed of the NBA his whole life, and you trying to tell this man to be an accountant.
All right, well, change your dream, nigga. Do something else.
What if
he ain't gonna be your brother, man?
What if he the main reason they went out of the West? What you gonna say then?
I'm gonna say the same shit. Get the fuck out of
Yo.
here.
Nah, that's not fair at all, man. It's not fair at all.
That's not fair. Why is it not fair?
Because he deserves the credit for what he does.
Okay, what have he done?
No, I'm saying I said if he gets out of the West, like say the Trailblazers like succeed past the first round, I'm gonna give him credit.
Okay, well I don't do hypotheticals, so if that happens, then by all means. But as for now, he ain't did shit. He did more with the D League.
Yeah, yo. So wait, it was okay. Was it called the D League first, and then they changed it to the G League? Like, are there two leagues? Yeah. Like, why?
Yeah, it was a D League, and then they changed it to the G League or some shit.
Why?
I don't know, but I know he was like the MVP the same year his brother was the MVP.
Yeah, that was a proud family.
Yeah, you know, I seen Dale Curry, their father.
Yeah,
when I was getting a car last year at Nissan.
Wow.
He was shooting a commercial. Yeah. Then they gave him a free whip.
They gave him a free whip?
Yeah, I think that was a part of the deal or some shit. I don't know.
I would have definitely did that deal.
I mean, it's Dale, you know.
Yeah.
Like, they have to hop on that wave.
He like 6'3"?
He like 6'2", 6'3". I mean, he look like just a regular light skinned nigga. You know what I mean? But then I just remember him because I know he played with the Hornets. I remember playing with him. Damn, that sounded crazy. But I remember playing.
Yo, son. You remember playing with Dale? He wasn't even born yet.
He was on 2K. I remember from 2K, and then once Steph got popping, you know. He was the dad of Steph. So.
Did you have a dream last night that you used to play with Dale Curry?
Fam, let's not go there. Let's not go there, fam.
Nah, son. But yeah, that's a proud family, man. Another proud family is the Morris family. The Marcus Morris and Markieff Morris. They nice. They both nice.
Yeah. It is
great players for their teams, man.
I think that's cool how twins can become professionals together.
Exactly. And they was playing on the same college team. You know how lit that was?
No, you know how lit was the McCourtney twins? They on the same fucking team.
And they won a Super Bowl. Yeah, that was crazy.
That's lit. They was fucking anything to stay together.
Oh yeah. You already know.
All the biddies.
Son, they probably that night after the Super Bowl. Oh nah, they went out. They went all out.
Oh yeah, they were trolling the town that night.
They probably picked up all the twins in the town.
Oh, that would be crazy.
They the top of the twin list.
They have a fucking twin orgy.
Ah man, now you taking it there.
I mean, hey, tag team shit.
Yo, bro. Yo, that reminds me. I was watching Mike Tyson. He got a podcast. I was watching his podcast. He had Terry Crews on there, and Terry Crews admitted to being like to watching too much porn. Like he was a porn addict, and he said he had to go to rehab.
Wow.
And I'm like, wait,
really?
Yeah, because he said, like, watching too much porn, you can get into situations where, I don't know, it can make you aggressive, or he said he was yelling at his family more often. And...
No, not doing this. Not doing this. Okay, you're not gonna sit here and tell me this shit. Okay.
Nah, yo, sir, I'm like, wait, he probably got some truth to that because, I'm going to get off the top. I just want to say this one thing. He because anything, like, too much of anything could be bad for your health, and he probably, he enlightened me on that. So that enlightened me. So I'm gonna start watching less porn. You know what I mean?
Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna stay watching porn every day.
Nah,
man.
man.
I just like watching porn to go to sleep.
Try to limit yourself, man. Try to work with it. 3 to 4 days, and then go down to 1 or 2 days.
But that's the thing. There's a difference between being an addict and just being a frequent watcher. That you can be like, you can like sugar and be a sugar addict. One don't mean you the other.
I mean, you never really know until somebody tell you. Like an alcoholic.
Masturbating too much is gonna make you aggressive. If you're just not if you're not an addict and you just masturbate too much, you think that's making you aggressive?
No, not necessarily the action of just masturbating too much. I'm talking about like watching too much porn. That's what I'm talking about.
So what? Okay, so then what would be the purpose of cutting back on porn for you?
You can become a human that's too you can get into things that's too that's not that your woman may feel like that's uncomfortable, and you were like, come on, let's do this, and you get, you try to get her to do these things, and those things is not even like the things that you're trying to get her to do is just not natural because porn is.
Hold on. Are you telling me you trying to pee on somebody?
Come on now, don't call me R. Kelly.
I mean, that's a thing. That's a thing. Like,
yeah, that's definitely
like,
a thing.
Like when Meek Mill said, like, he have women spit in his mouth.
What?
Shit like that. That's a thing.
Yo, I
never
heard that.
Song?
That's disgusting.
You didn't hear that song? What's that song called? On Me or some shit like that. Yo, the realest bar in that song by Cardi B. That's the bar of the year. You want to hear the best one-liner? I know it's early in the year, but this is the best one-liner.
Okay, go ahead.
Body bag, zip, zip, zip.
Are you kidding me, bro?
Ridiculous.
Bro,
nuts.
You need to not speak of any more bars ever in your life.
Yo, you wildin', bro.
That's worse than wham, wham, wham. Bitch, I'm a little bait. That's worse than that bar. That is worse than that bar, bro.
Yo, you're not about to sleep on that bar.
I'm sleeping. I'm in a coma.
Anyways, nigga. You got any more topics?
Nah, let's wrap. Go ahead.
The freaking, how you feel about Mayweather wearing Gucci?
I don't care.
Do you feel like he went overboard by like recording the shit and doing all the theatrics with it?
See, I didn't see that. So.
Well, yeah. So he when the whole Gucci, the blackface shit happened, he made a point to go out of his way to have somebody record him going into the Gucci store. Like he said some shit, and then he went into the Gucci store, and then and then try to explain himself on, I don't know if it was Twitter, on the Instagram post or whatever. And it's just like, my thing is, why? It's like, if you're going to buy Gucci, go ahead. But it's like, I think it's a real slap in the face, to your people when you go out of your way just to promote something to that magnitude.
Yeah, you got a point there. Definitely true. To go out of your way and make a video of that's I believe that's disrespectful. I don't know. Like, I don't even know what's in his head. Too much boxing, too much punches to the head, So,
I mean, I don't know. I think it's more deep than that. I don't think he like his skin color. To be honest with you.
Ooh.
I don't think he like his race, bro.
That's tough.
I mean, think about it. You never hear him giving back to anything. Yeah, he don't even give to charity in general. Like, even if it's just about heart disease or some shit, like, he don't just give back, period. unless he just get a tax write-off or something.
So he the new O.J. Simpson is what you saying?
Shit, at least O.J. Simpson, that nigga was just on the hush hush about shit. Like he just went about his merry-go way, with the white women. But but this nigga here, he's just full. Like he just going out his way to be a coon.
Word. I don't know. I gotta see the video. Send a link, man.
I will, but
it's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. It's like, I think it's like, dude, why?
Yeah.
Why? I get it. Like he's still trying to be popping, but only reason people care about you is because of boxing, which you're retired from. Even though you sat here and did some kind of little boxing match with some fucking 19-year-old Asian kid, in some questionable arena with millionaires and billionaires, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah, let's just get Mayweather out of here. Like he's
canceled.
All he's good. Not canceled, but I'm just not checking for what Mayweather is doing. Like I never was, but it's just only thing he was good. Like if he returned to boxing, I'll watch the boxing match, but because that's the only thing he's brung to the culture. It's the fact that he's the black guy that beats everybody. That's it.
True.
But other than that, I'm not coming for him for no politics, for no motivation or anything outside of him, coming from his background and making it his sport. But that's it.
True. I feel you on that. It. I just want to close out the All-Star Weekend topic with I loved J. Cole's performance at halftime for the All-Star game. He, I believe he shouted out 21 because, the 21 Savage situation going through that. He shot him out, and he had a beautiful halftime performance, man. He had a crowd jumping. He had his dreadlocks dripping. Yo, his hair really grew, man. His hair really grew. From when he first came out with a shortcut to that. That's wild.
Then they said, didn't Meek Mill perform too?
I don't think I don't know.
Because it was a whole, I don't know if it was at a All-Star event or it was at the halftime show, but Michael Rappaport was going in on Meek Mill.
What was he saying?
He was saying how Meek Mill is can't rap, how he's not even in the top 20 rappers in Philly. He was just going in
he a fool, man. Top 20? I would put him in top 20.
Oh no, he's definitely top 20 in Philly.
Yeah.
In Philly.
So I probably put him top 10 in Philly though. Nah, I ain't gonna hold you top 5. Top 5.
Oh yeah, I don't even know a lot of Philly rappers, so as far as I'm concerned,
Beanie Siegel,
top 5 definitely. I know Beanie Siegel, but outside of that, I really don't know anybody else. Will Smith.
Yo, not Will Smith.
I'm putting him over Will Smith. As far as I'm concerned, he's top 2, and he might be 1.
True.
Top 2, but I'm not too.
If he did perform, I didn't see it. Yeah, I didn't see it.
Anyways, yeah,
that's all I got. That's all you got in the can?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the Bengals finally getting a new fucking coach.
Oh yeah, who's the coach?
Let me see. I had it pulled up. Let me see.
It's about time, man, because for 100 years they had Marvin Lewis, and all they did was lose.
Yeah, I think he won a single playoff game actually. Yes, Zach Taylor is the new coach.
Good.
Zach Taylor.
Good. They need a change. Yo, it's funny you say that, bro.
What's up?
Marvin Lewis now works for the AAF.
Really? Oh shit.
He's doing play-by-play on the color commentary.
Oh, that's trash. Get him. Don't. Oh no.
Yeah, he that's his job. That's what he should do.
No,
he's a bad coach, but he should do the play-by-play. He got to do something.
No, I don't want to learn football from Marvin.
He's just doing the play-by-play. He's just all right. They're gonna probably run on this third down. He's gonna do the play-by-play.
I think Romo kind of revolutionized commentating. Like
he did.
Romo, he was able to predict accurately what niggas was gonna do.
Yeah,
like,
accurately, very accurate.
Yeah, Romo is like an actual good player. Marvin is a good coordinator. He ain't a good coach. Head coach. I don't want to hear commentary from him.
Even for the AAF, man. Even for the AAF,
man. If somebody get that helmet knocked off, I don't want to hear Marvin say a goddamn thing.
That's crazy.
Nothing.
Nothing. Nah,
Nothing.
but yeah, man. He's working for them now. I'm glad he left. The Bengals need a new start. They need new players too. So this is good.
Oh yeah, that reminds me too. Browns picked up your boy.
Oh yeah.
What's the running back? Yeah.
On the Chiefs. Damn, how I forget his name?
The nigga that kicked the white girl. Come on now.
Yeah, man.
Hold on, let me look this shit.
Yeah, go ahead and do that because I forgot his name.
Damn. Come on, you gotta clean me up, son. Oh, damn.
This ain't cars, man. I can't clean nobody up.
Clean me up, B.
Nah, but yeah, he I'm very excited to see what the Browns do with him. You know?
How you feel the Browns gonna do this year?
I feel like they're gonna become a team that's over 500, maybe 9-7. You know? Even 10-6.
Nah, I ain't go that far.
You're not going to 10-6? I'm gonna push it there.
Everybody thought they was gonna do that shit this past season.
Especially since Antonio Brown is no longer going to be on the Steelers, and Le'Veon Bell is no longer going to be on the Steelers.
Oh yeah, Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt. So the Browns, I feel like the Browns is going to win some games against the Steelers in their division, and they're going to win some other games. So 9-7, 10-6.
I'm hearing Antonio Brown may go to the Browns.
That would be dope. Then they definitely going to be 10-6.
Yeah, if that happens, then yeah, there's a possibility. But I mean, Jarvis Landry's talented. Hunt, I think he probably gonna lose a step. You know, I think that kick to the white girl probably took a little out of him.
Nah, it's like riding a bike. He'll get back.
You know, I don't know. He used a lot of strength in that kick. But Baker Mayfield. I mean, he might do pretty good, you know.
Because look, they went 7-8-1 last season, so it's not too far fetched for them to go 9-7 or 10-6.
That's an ugly.
Yeah, it's very ugly.
Ugly. Anything with a tie in it is ugly. I don't care if you 15-1-1 or 14-1-1.
Yeah, it's still ugly.
Still ugly. Still ugly.
Ugly.
Man, that's all I wanted. I unloaded my clip.
Word, that was a great pickup, man. But let's close this out. I'm your boy Kai Smoove. That's Petty G. This is the Burg Bros podcast. You know, follow me on the gram and Twitter. That's the Crooklyn Third. I don't want to spell it. It's too long, but see if you guys can spell it. And thank you, everybody.
Check us out on Instagram, YouTube, all that shit. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.